Well, you see, it's live radio and things do go wrong. And if you're anything like me, my mouth engages before my brain quite a few times. And here's some of the gaffs and the rabbit holes that I've taken myself down. For instance, Kieran Rosny, when talking about Kieran doing well in Australia, it suddenly went down a whole different route. There we go. Coming up next, we've got a young man that's making it... He's doing very well with himself. He released a single a couple of weeks ago, Green Green Grass, and that is, of course, Kieran Rosny. And congratulations, Kieran, because we hear that you are actually charting in the top 10 down there in Australia. Yes, he was number 5 in the charts in Australia this week. So, Kieran, well done, eh? It's good to see somebody doing well for themselves, especially so far away. I mean, Australia. I know it's not like it's the other side of the world. What it is? Oh. Yes, well done, Kieran. Congratulations for being big down under. Can't say that, can I? Excuse me. Well, he is. He's doing well. He's big down. You want to say when you're big down under, right? Big feet. Okay, here is Kieran Rosny with his chart-topping Australian single, Green Green Grass.
Blue, blue sky.
I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, I think.
Throw a party on the day that I die. Green, green grass.
And just when you think you've managed to dig yourself out of said hole, one of your lovely listeners, Sharon Hughes, comes in with a dedication that you start to read out, only to realise, once it's too late, she has led you back down that path of smut and innuendo. So the listeners don't help. Well, Sharon Hughes has been in touch. She sent us an email and she says, Dear Tony, loving the show tonight. Thank you. Craic is great as usual. You don't tell us where you're from, but she does go on to say, Tony, I was just wondering, with all your inside information, could you let me know, is Lee Matthews big down under? Now, you see... is Lee Matthews big down under? Now, you see, if anybody's just tuned in and they missed the gaff in the first half of the show about Kieran Rosny charting in Australia, they're going to wonder what you're talking about and think you're being smutty, Sharon. I have no information on how big Lee Matthews is down under in Australia, New Zealand, or wherever else, if that is indeed what you're referring to. But what I do know is... Sharon, especially for you, he has a do-dat-diddly-ding-dang. Whatever one of them is.
Do-dat-diddly-ding-dang, hilly-billy dancing in the barn.
And then I have a terrible brain, and because when it is live, you have to react, you have to keep going. And names, I struggle with names, especially a lot of the pronunciations, and reading Claire's handwriting sometimes. So that can lead to catastrophe after catastrophe. But then in this day and age, you also have to be very careful how people identify. It's all totally innocent. Right, Alex from Oma has been in touch, and she says she's loving the tunes tonight, she's singing along, she's in the house. Well, I'm saying she, it could be a he. Do we know? Alex could be a he, or she. It's hard to... You see, you've got to be very careful these days. Alex, I'm very sorry, I just assumed you were a she, but you could be a he, because you've requested a female singer, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm just digging more holes from it. It was like last week with Kieran Rosny. You see, you got to be so careful these days what you say, huh? People identify as all sorts of things, don't they? And who am I to judge? Sexually, I identify as a microwave dinner. Yes. Yeah, no, I do. I am, from now on, I am identifying as a microwave dinner. Because I'm ready in 5 minutes, I look nothing like my photos, and I'm satisfying enough for you when you're absolutely desperate. Hey? Alex, I don't know if you're male or female, or however you want to, I don't know, put yourself out there. But thanks for getting in touch. You're out there, no man, anyway. And you've requested, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. You've requested the lovely Lauren McCrory, and here she is with "The Time Has Come." The time has come for me to shut up before I get in more trouble. Oh, people are too easily offended these days. That's the problem, isn't it?
Time has come to let you go.
But then once you find yourself plummeting down the rabbit hole of how people are identifying, and, you know, their names aren't maybe just revealing that much about them, once you go down there, it seems like every other name coming up, including the artist names, are leading you down that same difficult path. It can be very frustrating, folks. Sam in Strabane has been... Sam, is it Samantha or is it Sam? I'm not going down this rabbit hole again. I am not. Sam in Strabane, I hope you're well. Whoever you are and whatever you are. You can't say whatever you are either. Oh, this is ridiculous. What is going on with this world? The world is going nuts. It really is. I'm beginning to think I'm the only sane person in the world, and that doesn't say much, does it? Well, anyway, Sam in Strabane has said, "Tony, loving the music, thank you. It's great to see that there are so many young artists coming through on the local music scene." Of those young'uns, it's the lovely Jamie Donnelly, and it's Drinking with Dolly. And this Jamie is a girl. Or a lady, I should say, probably. See, even again, I'm getting...
Sometimes I think I was born too late, came into the world in the wrong decade.
So those are some of the gaffs. There's loads more. Well, those are the most recent ones. Just to prove that we do go out live every Friday, 10 p.m, Phoenix Country Radio. Make sure you join us then. Also, all available on podcast.